What's poppin', everybody? You already know who it is. It's your boy Spence on our morning walk, and it's me and your time because you already know I gotta come and get some off my chest that I been pondering on. When people see Capricorn, they see a strong, serious, well put together person. But what they don't see is the war behind the scenes. And me, myself, I want to do a little deep dive in how we had to use the ego to protect us and to let the inner child be silent because no one didn't take us serious. I have learned early that feelings don't pay the bills. Softness is not going to protect you. So guess what the Capricorn do? I harden up. And that has happened in school, trying to be nice in school, trying to be friendly in school. They took that for softness. So I had to be serious because me being me, I told my mama, I can't take this version of me to school because they gonna try me. So the Capricorn had to grow up really quick, and we had to learn the word responsibility at a very young age. And I telling you this, bitch, I didn't even know what that meant, but they was telling me to be responsible. Like, so I don't want to act older. I want to be my age. I want to go play, but I got to be responsible. I feel like, damn, why do I get in trouble the worst compared to everyone else? They get a little slap on the wrist, and I get thrown out the damn window, and I get on punishment for 5 months because I have to be the person to be responsible. I have to be the person to lead by example. And I myself is still learning this. So as a kid, man, I used to put my feelings away, stay in my room, stay out the way, because at the same time, I couldn't really visit that inner child around most people or around my family or friends because they wanted me to step into this role, not knowing, but they looking for me to be the responsible one. Come up with some great ideas. Let's see some dark humor. And sometimes I just want to go into being a child. I just want to go back and visit that child version of myself. But under all of that ego is a child that never got to rest. Me. A child that just wanted to play. Me. A child that just wanted to talk. Me. A child that just wanted to be held without earning it. Come on. But some people did not understand that. So when they did see the child come out in the Capricorn, it was always labeled for stop being immature. This ain't the time to play. So let me tell you this. We are not immature. We are just ignored. So as the Capricorn, and what I have learned is that I got to stop ignoring the child within me, the child that's hurting, the child that needs to be recognized. Because just because no one else don't recognize that child and see the child as immature, it's not immature because you got the chance to express yourself. So Caps, don't be scared to express yourself. Let that child out, because I definitely let my child run free. The younger me. Capricorns are nostalgic, but we do not revisit our childhood because there is pain there that we are not ready to deal with. And people say, well, you cold, you don't show no feelings. And the feelings that comes from the Capricorn comes from a little bit from that childhood, from that 7-year-old, that 10-year-old me, that 14-year-old me. But every time I open that door, you close it. So then the Capricorn moves in a non-subjective place. And now it's just like we are just in performance-based, grinding, no feelings, while others get to play in their sandbox. But when we get in our sandbox, we have to be the responsible one out of everyone in that, and people lean on that. And I noticed that my healing journey begins when I acknowledge that I am more than just productivity, because that was very big to me, because I always felt like I had to produce for people to see me, for people to even say, oh, there goes Spence. And when I learned out that I am beyond that, I start reparenting myself. I started making time for myself for the discipline, and for the dreamer. So I found out that, a schedule, me just knowing when to stop and when to go, that we can still build this huge empire, Cap, but we also can still have our me time. I like to draw. I like interior decorating. I like to just dance in the mirror by myself with nobody watching. But I must honor that child's my smaller self, my younger self, the childhood of me, where I didn't do it when I was younger. So what I found out, and I tell people, other zodiac signs, shoot, don't matter who you are, make time for that inner child. Because that inner child wants to express itself, but you have to bring those two worlds together so that the younger you don't feel left out. That's why you feel left out in some places. That's why you feel not good enough in some places, because you left the inner child of you out too. You agree with them. My ego has protected me, and my inner child has been screaming, set me free. So I had to make time to bring them both at the table. So, what is your inner child telling you today? Please, down in the comments, share what your inner child is telling you today. And I enjoy y'all for spending time with me on this fantastic walk, for going a little bit more deep into this talk, talking about the shadows that no one sees of the Capricorn. And listen, let that pride go. Let that ego go. And let some light in. Hey, love you. Catch y'all again. See y'all on my walk tomorrow. Much love. And you already know, we already winning.